Crack 'em. And go.
Oh, I can't do it. That's disgusting.
True stevedore, baby.
True stevedore.
IBS.
Why is the beer warm?
You good?
Ready to move?
Yeah.
It's
I'm good.
disgusting.
IBS.
Hello.
Hey guys, it's Normies coming at you a little bit of The Wire, season 2, episode 12. I think it's called Port in the Storm.
Isn't it 13?
Nope, it's 12. Port in the Storm. Here's the thing. We're all still in the same configuration because we've decided to watch one last episode. Also, if you guys stick around to the end, right when we're getting ready to do the discussion, we're going to have the true stevedore drink. Beer, egg, shot of whiskey.
You guys really get eggs?
Do it now.
Yes. We can't do it now.
We could do it before, yeah.
You want to, Serge? If Serge is drunk for this episode, I don't know if he's going to be a best reactor. You think he'll be a
Yeah,
best
why are we
do
doing
it.
it before?
I don't think Serge's gonna do it. So.
You don't want me
You want to do it now?
You gotta be.
Alright, you guys do the intro. I'll prepare.
I'm not
I'll
doing
prepare.
it.
Okay, you need help? I want to
I
help
don't
you
wanna-
guys.
Y'all do the intro.
So, guys, last episode was crazy. Do you think Frank's really gonna die, or are they gonna talk it out?
Frank is
Absolutely
already
dead.
dead. He
Oh
he-
my
I feel
god!
like if they were to talk, it would be the last episode.
I think he's absolutely dead, and
Well,
it's
I
just
think
because
he's
he was
dead.
gonna go. He was gonna do whatever got Ziggy the best deal, and it would have been technically going with the Greeks, because they'll get Ziggy out, and then he'll be. I don't know if Frank would have said a word about like jail time and stuff.
No.
Because everything wouldn't have came out. It would have just been the murder they're worried about. But still, the case on him was already built so much. There wouldn't have been much Frank could do for himself. I don't think so.
Yeah, the way they played that up and how it all ended, leaving it just fade to black, like we knew his fate. We'd seen everything leading up to there, the Greek music. It was a nice crescendo. This is gonna open up with a bullet wound in his face.
Oh my
You
god,
think
no.
so?
Or,
and then Daniel's gonna be like, we almost had him.
Yeah.
or I feel like his neck is going to get cut off with a box cut.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
They're gonna make it dirty
Yeah.
like that. Maybe.
Greek would do it himself. You don't get that kind of suit dirty though. He had a nice killer on.
Oh, yeah, they're going to have to kill him on spot.
Do you think
Forgot.
Nikki's still gonna be friends with Spiros and stuff after this?
Hell no.
Hell no, but I feel like the Spiros are going to play it off to a point where, like, they're not going to, like, where Nikki's going to be like, okay, my dad had it, or he had it coming, or the cops got in the way or some shit like that. Because I feel like they would have hinted the father-son relationship or that bond until it was going to grow something else.
Yeah, like it would for him. What happens now? Because like, does he take over the top? No, he wouldn't take over the top.
No, man. Nick doesn't have
I
any
think the docs
honor
is
after they
done.
killed Frank.
Yeah.
and-
The dogs are turning into condos.
Yeah.
They already said that it's a done
Yeah.
deal.
But he's still part of the IBS.
The
What's
union,
IBS?
but I mean,
The
still,
union.
they'll just move them to a
Stevedores.
different shipping line, won't they?
No.
Isn't that what the union does? Make sure you have your job.
No.
Did you ever work at a bar?
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying hanging out with us. Have you enjoyed the Wire Season 2 reactions? Have they been better than you thought? You enjoying these litty discussions? We're about to take a drink of an egg, whiskey, beer shot. If you're liking hanging out with us, consider becoming an official Normie member. Check out the link in the description. Get early access episodes, get uncut watch-alongs. If you can't do any of that stuff, show your support by liking this video, commenting down below, hopping up into the Discord. We have memes. We have fresh memes, freshly baked memes. And we'll see you guys in the Discord. Let's get into it.
Crack 'em. Alright, everybody with your shots, ready? And go.
Oh, I can't do it. That's disgusting. Oh, what the fuck? No, I'm not doing that.
True stevedore, baby.
True stevedore.
IBS.
Why is the beer warm?
You good?
Ready to move?
Yeah.
It's
I'm good.
disgusting.
IBS. That
Yeah,
actually
bro.
wasn't that bad.
That actually wasn't bad at all.
That wasn't that fucking bad at all.
You just swallow it.
Yeah. You don't actually taste the eggs.
Oh, Caddy, you're the only one that didn't finish.
This is
Oh, no.
breakfast.
No.
Ooh, we're about to find his body.
You're fucking with me.
No, please not Frank.
And all Sobotka's just
Hey
like,
man,
no.
Nico, you better talk now. Fuck the Greeks.
It's like they know.
Yeah, like you can sense it.
That's
Damn,
Frank's
sure.
truck.
Damn. Beamer's gone.
That's funny. The Greeks would just leave the truck like that, right there.
Damn, man. I feel bad for Frank.
I do
dude.
too,
He's
bro.
been fighting this whole season
And
for this
it was
shit.
never for him. It was all for other people.
Yeah.
They're pushing.
The way The Wire does those push-in shots.
Convey emotion, like that
Yeah.
deep feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all know Frank's
God.
boots.
Yeah. They know.
I hope it's plot twist and Frank fought them all off. They haven't found the other Greek body.
Why should be the Greek?
This is so sad, dude. They're all gonna see this.
Only with the South Park shirt on back there with dead Kenny. It's kind of fucked up.
Oh my god, that's his head.
The fucking box cutter.
They sliced his throat?
The Greek did it.
He needs to know it's consequences to the game.
7672 KGA. Notify homicide.
Close his eyes.
We did actually call that. It's gonna open up with dead Frank, basically.
Yeah.
Not a bullet to the head.
But I like that it shows like everybody like kind of coming around to it. Paul and Victor.
I'm wondering if it. Well, I guess they would have just stopped. Like, I'm wondering why immediately people went over there and they weren't just like, it's cops doing their thing. I got a job to do. But also, your boss didn't show up.
Yeah, you know your boss had money. Yeah. Also, if it's somebody at the terminal, they're worried it's more dead girls in the can. Like what's happening?
This is all the rumors and shit and the happening.
Yeah.
They're gonna assume something's up.
Oh god, they all go running over and it's fucking Frank.
This one, like, I don't think we're ever gonna. They're not gonna get justice for the dead girls. They're not gonna.
It's not even about that anymore.
You're right.
God, that was so long ago.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Man, I'm so shitty that it did break like that, bro. If you're gonna kill him, just shoot him like one in the head.
Nah,
Like that cutthroat, bro. You know you die. Like
they cut his throat and they put his body business. Always business.
Always business.
The Greek. They cut his throat and put him where his people would find him. That's a message.
That's what they're gonna say to Nikki.
if I was Nick, let's take those motherfuckers down.
I just want to let you know that we got your back.
You bitch ass. But I like you still treated.
I appreciate the offer, but that won't be necessary.
Cause I don't trust you.
Inform Mr. Barksdale that any obligation he feels he might have with regards to this incident, it's absolved. I will take care of them myself.
Alright, he's cool. He's cool now.
I like you, bro.
Okay, Matthew.
Brother Men's one.
He's like, you bitch.
Stringer's gonna get got.
You guys ever watch Transporter?
Yeah.
The bad guy who always has a set of rules and he always just follows it no matter what.
The transporter has a set of rules.
Yeah. He wasn't the bad guy.
He was a bad guy.
He was a good guy.
I mean, he was doing stuff like that.
I'm gonna kill him. Fucking
Yeah, because we'll kill this motherfucker.
Fuck all of you. He was there for all of you, and now you know it for him.
You know, what if Nicky talks, but he doesn't know anything, does he?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Seriously?
Lord.
Clean
all the
needles,
morphine.
man. Clean needles.
That ain't right, bro.
Good job, Santangelo.
Is he asleep?
What were you doing?
Yep.
He's just too strung out.
Delphines fall asleep like that, man.
Like, this is nap time now. Right away.
Stabbed repeatedly. Fought too. Defense wounds on both hands.
Alright, Frank, he fought for it.
Close his eyes.
You know what it means when you die with your eyes open.
So you deserved it.
For real?
That's just what they say. We don't even know who they are.
They're alive though, so how would they know?
You gotta be shitting me.
I just came from the crime scene.
He lays down with gangsters, gets up with his throat cut. Almost feel sorry for the son of a bitch.
I feel sorry for you.
You got some for Freeman? Homicide, Senator.
Officer, my son
Like, how does not
turned
leave
himself
this
in
in?
on a warrant.
Who's the person you know?
Nobody talks, nobody listens.
Who is he?
My asshole calls back, I'm in the shit.
You got a warrant on me for drugs.
There we go.
Turning myself in.
Lester, listen.
Surrendering.
The body came up. We weighted him down pretty goddamn good, but the water just cost him back up.
Frank Sobotka is a son of a bitch even during rigor mortis.
Nico, the nephew, by now he knows. He knows my name, but my name is not my name. And you? To them, you're only the Greek.
And of course, I'm not even Greek.
That is dope. That is so fucking dope.
What is he?
He's an evil cunt
That is kind of cool,
from
y'all.
Kurdistan.
That's cool.
Yeah, like they don't even know any of their name.
That's so cool.
We have a shipment on the docks this week.
And no one to pick it up.
We can't disappear the can, but maybe we send someone. Bring it off the docks. Legitimate.
Everywhere we go these days, we seem to be walking into police.
Read the signs.
Walk away.
You're going to leave 15 million Talaria to rot on the pier.
Lambs go to slaughter, a man he learns when to walk away. No, we go. Call the others in. Let them know there is no longer any point.
Smart man.
Someone's gonna find a fucking can full of just raw. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Boy named Cheese, him and the other East Siders moved into the terrace. Took over a couple of towers from the Springer Bells boys. Then some crazy ass bow tie nigga came in. It's like a Stringer Bell and them is sharing.
Sharing.
Sherry is scary.
Whoa.
If there's anything about this deal you don't
They
understand.
killed my uncle. I don't need to talk to no one but you people.
And you know they did.
Orange Stash got range.
Spiro says that if we keep quiet, they can help my cousin Zig. I was gonna go down with him to the bridge. I was gonna go down there with him.
Damn. That rack focus.
Watching over him still.
That's so cool.
Your cousin signed a statement. He put himself in, talked about buying the gun. The bill of sale from the pawn shop is in there too.
Damn.
You see it? Wouldn't have got him backed up on the story.
It's all Ziggy's fault any day.
As you can see, we're willing to honor that deal even if it didn't happen for your uncle.
Alright, do it for the Zigmeister.
Fucking idiot.
And we're still gonna drop your drug charges?
Spiros was the main
Yeah,
guy.
start singing. Hit the high note.
Or, I don't know, uncle. You know about him? I don't know why you got Horse's picture up. Horse don't know shit. I'll testify to that.
Damn, looking out for Horse.
Yeah.
The Greek, bro.
He was that guy.
Tell them about the Greek.
I also got the feeling
Get them to the Greek.
after them girls died in the can, they told me that whoever fucked that up, they had already got to in Philly.
Who's the suit?
He's gonna tell. He's gonna tell.
Yeah.
He's gonna tell.
You sure? We know that someone is above your man Spiros.
Yeah, the Greek. I mean, I don't have a name or nothing.
They're like,
The man in
who?
the suit, the man with Von Doppler's in the photograph. That's not the Greek.
Shit.
Bro, look again. Ah,
There you go. That's the Greek.
That's the Greek right there.
Bam!
nice.
This is so funny.
Thank you.
Bong's like, what the
I was
fuck?
about to lose
Usual
all of my
suspects over here.
shit.
How's product in the towers?
Well, shit, now that's right.
I love Keem and Bo's relationship no matter how weird it is.
So Stringer is sharing the towers, and now they got good shit coming in.
You gotta call the U.S. Attorney about witness protection. We're rounding up his girl and kid. It's best we keep this as quiet as we can.
Don't type it into your.
I know.
You're not putting in the fucking computer.
They
Don't
don't
put it in the
know,
computer.
Oh no, there it is, another.
He's like, I'm going straight to a computer.
It's so frustrating.
Like, Frank's gonna die with a bad name. That's even more fucked up.
Calm down, Marquetta.
I know, I was literally thinking, calm down, Marquetta.
Dude, look at it.
Hello.
Damn, I wanna look like that when I'm what, 50?
Thanks.
You catch that extra detail?
What?
The light
They're
going
sleeping
off
in
under the
separate
room.
places?
Oh my
Yeah, why are they sleeping in
Oh, they
separate
sleep in different rooms?
Yeah.
Why? I thought they're made up.
Oh no, is this it? Here we go.
No. Oh, nice.
I was like,
He yanked it.
What? No one knows this. This is just pure instinct.
That's smart though.
Well, because they discussed it that there might be a
He was
movie.
like, keep it quiet.
Yeah.
This guy looks like a boss you'd get in GTA that gives you missions.
he looked like he'd be
It's
like
I
a really
work for the
fun
FBI,
uncle or
but I
dad.
need you to do some things for me, Nico.
He looks like a Nick that came back in time to stop himself, and now he can't get it.
Yes, this is Special Agent Terrence Matthew of the Baltimore Field Office. May I speak with Agent Kutrus, please?
Kutrus?
Is that the guy?
Oh,
Agent Kutrus?
yeah.
Oh, where's he at?
Fucking Kutrus, bitch.
For how long?
There it is, right
It's
there.
like, who the fuck? I've been shit this shit too.
Right.
He's not gonna admit that they have a leak.
Wait, a whole
He's been the leak.
year?
A whole year.
That's kind of ridiculous.
Either he comes home in the next 5 minutes or I eat my gun.
It looks like he's gotten more facial hair.
This is not the way me and you learn how to do it in West Baltimore. Not by a fucking long shot.
Oh,
What are they trying to do?
my
They've been waiting for
God.
Nick to come home.
No
Oh
one.
my God, please
No
don't.
one told them.
Fucking idiots.
He's in your
No one
office.
told them that Nick is already in custody.
So what are they gonna do though?
Like,
What are they doing here?
They're
though?
gonna shoot the mom.
His poor mom, man.
They can't shoot the mom.
They're gonna do something dumb. Fucking Gabriel over here. I mean,
Kirkin.
Either
Carver.
your son surrenders within the hour, or all the police in this district are gonna come crashing through this fucking door.
Oh, you look so dumb.
My son turned himself into the police last night
And no one told you.
at Southeast.
How
That's
mad are
I
you?
was there at the time.
Daniel.
Freeman.
Well, they're about to go shoot at the police station.
This would be the end of my job. I would
Dude.
quit.
They're constantly
Right there.
looking stupid.
There'll be an agent posted outside.
here's your new
Go
home.
anywhere. Go with him.
Hope your daughter enjoys her life.
That's fucked up.
Witness protection. Got enough money to put
They need
this
to
shit.
they need a documentary about witness
Would
protection.
you
Like,
rather be in
how
the
does it like
basement?
work?
What?
The whole point of witness protection is that it's a huge secret. A documentary would only tell people how to find motherfuckers in witness protection. It is a
But I want to see if it works. I want to see how the life is. I want to see, you know.
Bro, I can't believe they didn't tell him. Oof.
Uh oh, you're about to punch Freeman.
Put your hands on Lester.
What are you gonna do, bro? That's your superior still. Calm down.
I
Just didn't feel right.
Those are 2 days of my life I will never get back.
I should have said no to Pop Joe from the get-go. Avon's father was plain evil, and the son ain't no better.
Damn.
You just struggling out. How you gonna get at him?
I don't even know, Butch. Take some time to think on it.
Yes.
One thing for sure, though, the man got to be got. You feel me?
Yep.
You don't like Stringer?
Fuck no, as soon as he deep-tongued D's girl, dude. I mean, he done a lot of more fucked up shit before that, too. That was like, oh.
Too damn much.
I like Butchie as a character. He's like a prophet.
Now I want to know who Papa Barksdale is.
Right? And I want to know more about Butch. Like, why is he blind? How did he get blind?
Look, this isn't personal.
Fucking ain't right. We're not even people in this unit. We're goddamn pack mules.
Sit on this house, transport this smoke, wait for that one.
It's part of the job.
The job had a little more rip and run to it the way I remember it.
No, you were just beating people up.
More than that. We're putting people in jail with phone taps and typewriters.
So you're saying we ain't up to it?
Damn, they're feeling like Z.
I saw in the postings that Major Colvin needs a sergeant in the Western. And last time I checked, I had stripes.
Wow.
Good on you.
I'm not coming back to
Good on
season
you.
3.
No, I appreciate this.
You say you want everybody came on the port that day?
No, we're looking for anything out of the ordinary.
Unusual. You should have said so. What you asked for before.
That's what we... You're right. So absolutely right. Let's see if there's anything like that.
About the bug job and shit.
Convenient.
See if he can make any of these.
Wouldn't do much good. Afraid Walt's not as up to speed as the rest
Oh.
of us. Seeing as you come all this way, though, you might want to have a look-see at the video.
What the fuck?
There have been...
Why, yes.
What?
Yes, we would like to see the tapes.
Thank you, sir.
$200 for a stroller?
You tell me you just pushed the baby in it.
Oh my god.
We are so gonna need one of these.
Are they about to get a divorce?
The sour face switch from her to Kima. Real quick.
Kid can't hold on to a little old box without no help. We got problems.
That's what babies do, Pat. Why are you agreeing?
I know.
I like Kima.
That's how babies literally work.
This baby is gonna come out of my belly and need both of us forever.
18 years.
It may not be real for you yet, but goddamn it, it's real for me.
Get it together, Kima.
Maybe she don't want the kid.
She probably
She
should
could
have
have
said
said
that
so.
at least 9 months ago.
It takes a while for them to make this decision.
Right? This is, we're talking in vitro, we're talking sperm donation, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot to go into this.
Yeah, but at that point she realized she probably wasn't gonna know worse. That's why.
You can change your mind like that.
You got anything to lay off before you leave? The last shipment was lost. The police might be sitting on it.
All right, then. I'm gonna let your new people find me. Where you say you off to again?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Say, Joe.
Maybe 200 kilos of raw left on the pool.
Greeks are definitely in the wind. We are in the dark.
You want us to take it down to the customs shed or what? No, you're gonna seal it up and sit on it. We're lucky someone will come calling in a day or so.
You that lucky?
They don't get on to us when they did. This might have been a hell of a case.
200 keys is sitting there.
Say something, bro.
And they incriminate the FBI, man?
Yeah.
Everybody playing for these sides?
They're probably gonna have internal investigation.
Right. So I'm not saying who did that shit.
You asked him who it was?
Yeah, I asked him.
Either he gonna say or he gonna go and work it out. Either way, you ain't got to be asking him shit.
Bro, it's a reasonable question to ask. Do you know who shot you?
You don't know that. Straight to know that soldier gangster shit them there.
Every market-based business runs in cycles, and we're going through a down cycle right now.
Straight, this ain't about your motherfucking business class either.
Oh,
It ain't that part of it.
bro, you might get cut.
The street is the street always.
They're both right.
Yeah? I mean, that's why they work well together.
I think Avon is more right here, though.
We're gonna get through this bullshit anyway.
No doubt, you just need to hold tight till I get uptown.
Nah, you guys aren't good in your separate parts.
Yeah, you need to go to Prop Joe. I ain't gonna argue with you.
Okay.
Hey! Strings like a win is a win.
All this had to happen for this?
But now Prop Joe's out of drugs.
Yeah.
It's like some dude that's cheating on his girl for like a whole year, and he's like, what if we did an open relationship? Finally, she's like, sure thing. He's like, I was doing it already.
There's the break right there.
Yep.
Yeah, there was something there.
It's shitty, man. But if Avon realized he can't do nothing about it.
He just said us, and he was like us, and there was a big hesitation.
Tell me we got cameras inside.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my pants are wet.
Yeah.
Come on, babe. Yo, yeah.
Y'all real hyped to be watching a murder. I guess it's easy when cops are like, we saw them do it on camera.
Wait, what murder were they just looking at
When Sergey and them got the dude from off the Atlantic Light who
The one with the tattoo.
who smashed the pipe to kill the girls.
I go with Avon today.
It's all good.
He said we can play together.
Woo! Nice. I was wondering what was up that camera. I was zooming in and out.
They're all working back at this case.
Like, no, that's my fucking boyfriend. I've been trying to get this stuff for a long time.
Avon and Stringer's whole empire is collapsing because I'll tell you later.
Take the opportunity to elect new officers, or the U.S. Attorney will padlock the door and you'll be outside, looking in.
Right? Finally. So I don't even have to campaign.
One man, one vote.
Huh?
What?
One band, one sound.
They say the same enough for Frank. Frank would have done the same shit.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
Frank was running.
No, but if the tables turned, Frank would have done the same shit.
Oh. Look at his tattoos.
Did I mention the DNA matches?
This has nothing to do with me.
Oh. We brought a whole computer in here for a reason. It's an Advid terminal. Lord.
Fucking Avid. Oh my god, red circle videos.
Boom. They tell me
If
you
you
can
point out
enhance
shadows,
each
try to-
frame to get a clear look.
Enhance.
Yeah? Show it to me.
See, they shoot it in 4K, but they down-res it to 720p.
This is aggravated murder and kidnapping. In this state, it's a death penalty case.
I didn't kill him. I was there, but I didn't kill him.
No way you're gonna flip.
He's gonna flip.
He looks very flippy right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, he's sweating.
One of the women, she fought. She was killed. And this idiot kills the rest to make no witnesses. He had to die.
The one woman that fought was the one that dropped in the water.
Yeah.
And, oh.
Now solved all the women murder.
Yeah. 12 bodies in one sentence.
Want a coffee? Soda? Vodka.
True Russian.
Coffee.
Put some vodka in my man's coffee.
Right? He just solved us 14 murders.
Cop of the year.
You want a chance at anything less than death row? You're gonna tell me right now whatever it is you know about where those bastards might be.
A hotel at the harbor. I can show you.
They're not gonna be there anymore.
Yeah, they won't be there.
It been gone, bro. Also, damn. This motherfucker was willing to snitch?
Wanda.
They were fully confident that he wouldn't.
Well, he even said, doesn't matter. I'm not even Greek.
Like, all this time,
no one knows anything.
They shut Frank up and everything, and their own dude flipped pretty quickly
Right.
on them. Yeah.
And he still didn't even have enough information to actually tell anything.
And they can't fit Frank for no reason.
Man, why they? Frank wouldn't have had enough info either.
That's the Greek
Damn,
name for
damn.
Out of here, boy.
Business or pleasure for you?
Business.
Always business.
Yep.
Ew! Stop! Ugh! Gross.
He's a cute old man.
He was looking at that young lady like she was an absolute lamb chop, though.
What'd you forget? Nothing important.
Oh, what you forget?
What'd you leave at the hotel?
I want to see.
We got DNA, boy.
Ground all flights.
Oh, some beats he be flipping.
Ground all flights.
We got your
Right, we found some beads, ground every plane out of Baltimore.
We got fingerprints though. We always touching them.
What are we doing with the drug in the case?
I guess we could offer up Dixon and Prop Joe to narcotics. See if they want to follow through on their end.
We've been developing photos.
I wouldn't be so quick to throw Joe back into the pond.
Major case squad could have some fun with that mess, don't you think?
Next season.
She's like, you
She's
motherfuckers,
like,
don't
no.
stop.
Stop it, McNulty.
He's like, come on, get some drunk dick. You know how this goes.
Aww.
I know, B.
But she turned it down.
No, he turned it down.
Oh, yeah.
I never told you this. If you tell anyone ever told you this, I'll finish my career in fucking Montana or some shit.
Good man.
Leak one of your people. When I call around looking for info on your targets, I use the FedCom software. I thought I was talking to some fucking San Diego, 9/11 boys in DC. I'm guessing Bondopoulos the Greek was an asset to them. Hooked up like that or who knows what.
Brought the FBI and got fucked.
Bro, people been telling this man sorry
I
all
know.
of these last 3 episodes, dog.
Last season, it was the corruption of like the mayor and like the political corruption. This is like federal bureau corruption. How are you supposed to beat anything?
Bro, where are you going? Where are you going? What are you doing? Where are you going?
He's going to Litchfield.
Oh, yeah, don't be dumb, bro.
Where are you going?
Yeah, you just stay there. Work.
You can't.
You're a witness protection program, sir.
And this is why witness protection doesn't work for some idiots.
He's gonna die.
Won't they take care of you? Like you don't have to.
Where's this goddamn band?
Oh God, it's in
Bro,
Australia.
it's in Brisbane. He's shitty.
He's shitty. He just knows it. Another fucking picture.
The picture's actually upside down.
You cocksucker.
Oh, now it's funny because he's
Damn.
Spoczywaj, spokoju.
Aww.
What does that
He
mean?
said rest in peace.
Aw, Kenny.
Since when do you speak Polish? Thought you were Czesky.
You're a po-po?
He said spoczywaj w pokoju.
Mark it as po-po.
I can take it from there. Sure.
Favorite part?
Bro, you gonna die.
Oh my god.
Gang shit, man. I'm telling you, that's how they carry it, bro. They carry this gang shit.
This pie tattoo.
There's gotta be somebody after him, though.
Maybe his birthday is March 14th. That's why he's got the pie tattoo.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
It's the FBI guy.
Really?
Yeah, they showed his car earlier when he was sitting in it. And when he dropped them off in it.
So they're protecting him?
Turn it
right
down
now?
and search. I mean, he's in witness protection. God.
No, not this guy.
Not a horse.
Horse face. He's innocent.
He's
not innocent.
Literally helping smuggle.
Oh.
No.
Your daddy died because of you.
The dude behind him like had dick.
Oh,
in it.
there's the grain pier or the condos.
Oh, with this shovel we break ground.
Oh, you bitch ass!
This fucker, of course.
The whole time.
You
It was him.
You fucking asshole.
I love this montage. This whole montage is dope.
Fucking dock boys.
Aww.
Shitty and drunk.
He's the
And
new Frank.
unemployed. They all lost their job, right?
I think they lost their union. I don't know if the union got the job for them. I don't know.
Whoa.
If it turns blue, that's raw.
The head nod. Yup.
But their workplace was sold out as condominiums, so they don't have work.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did put the condos there.
So they're all unemployed right
They
now.
wouldn't have got the shift in the cargo regardless?
Wait.
I don't think they're unemployed yet, but it's gonna be a slow death.
More women's, more drugs.
You know that's called white slavery, right? For a reason.
No, why is it called white slavery?
It's
Such a
just
slavery
it's a
was slavery.
term for like women, like smuggling women for sex.
Huh.
It's
It's
not 'cause
called
they're
it's called
Caucasian?
white trade or white
Look at this.
slavery.
Oh,
That was cool. Oh, I get the pie tattoo now. Because it all goes on. It still continues.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know what that was it, but I love
What
it.
did
It
you
all
say?
goes on. It still continues.
Because pi's an infinite number, so like it always goes on.
Aww.
I really think his birthday is just March 14th.
You should
Alright, Pat.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Alright, Pat. Yep, especially if it ends on this as the last shot.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
I hope we see Nikki next season, man.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Damn, y'all. Season 2.
Woo!
I liked it.
I'm sad Frank was dead.
That was like
Same.
as good, if not better, than season 1 for me.
Wow.
I would agree. This season 2 was dope.
It was really good.
It was good. Because you just didn't have, like, you just didn't get your normal drug trade. You got your, like, you know, like the women's sex thing, and then the, like, the IBS. That
There's
was kind of
so
cool.
much.
I feel like season 1 was just a little bit better.
Why?
Because it honestly could have been its own series finale. and
Yeah,
stand
season
out.
1's too close to being perfect is the reason
Yeah.
why. But I really like if I was rating them, one's like an A and the other's an A+.
Interesting.
I just think that this one was more like it showed more of like like a systemic failure of just like states trying to contain its crime
Yeah.
on like and not just in the street but like in like higher places.
I like they introduced that. Like the first one, it was just literally drug game. Like,
Yeah.
You know, and then there's like,
It
hey guys,
expanded.
there's also this crime.
Like they didn't even get to crooked cops in the first, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, yeah, I really like just how it all like gets together. I like that it takes you like from this wider like view. It's like, hey, these are drugs on the streets, but how do we get the drugs to the streets?
Right.
And like, how is that like a big case and a big thing to talk about? Like, what about these dock workers and all that? And like, just every like the two montages in this season were the one right before Frank died, and then this last montage is just like shit's back around. And it is. I love this show, but it's also because like I guess to a certain degree I'm kind of a cynic and kind of a realist, even though like I'm a ridiculous optimist at the same time. I know it's like a whole bunch of different ists that's hard to be, but like I hope that things can get better, but also like when things continue to be the exact same, when the wheel just keeps turning, it's like, well, we tried, but it's all still happening. Motherfuckers are still selling drugs. Women are still being brought in. We tried.
That's the reality of it too. Like,
and like for these cops too, it has to be for them because they know it. Like you spend your whole entire life fighting crime, it's never gonna be over. At least firefighters are like, I put the fire out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to break the wheel.
Unfortunately, she
I
didn't.
get you there.
She lost her mind.
No. But yeah, dude, I appreciated seeing the story of how drugs get in, because they're always coming from somewhere. Cocaine coming from somewhere, and to have it not be like Colombian or Mexican cartels, showing us a different side of it. Even though we did see a little bit of the Colombian shipment coming in, but to see it from like the Greek perspective, if that's even what he.
He is Greek.
No. They were speaking Greek, so he has to be like.
What? You can know Greek if you live in Turkey. You can know Greek.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just the language.
He was definitely Greek.
It was just and then like you said, how it affects the dock workers, and like you don't think about that shit. You don't think about how it affects the unions and something like the condominiums being built in. Like if they're pushed, they're more susceptible. It's almost like the Greek may have even sought them out. Like they may have even sought them out, like this specific dock.
Yeah, I mean, just like they at the towers, like they were using little kids to run the drugs for them. Like they were also using them because they had nothing else to do, or like no place better to go.
Yeah,
the Greeks probably like South African.
It is. That's one of my favorite parts of this whole season. When he's like, I mean, they can tell him, like, he knows my name, but my name's not even really my name. He's like, yeah, and we're not even really Greek. And it's just like you hear that, you're like, what kind of fucking villains are y'all? They're just like, yeah, I'm sorry, like we're nobodies.
But he embodies like the Greek culture, like with
his beads.
With the beads, and he drinks ouzo, and like when they were in the Greek restaurant, he spoke Greek to the waitress.
Yeah. What if he was? What's the country that touches Greeks? You're from the Mediterranean area, tell me.
Turkey.
Cool. What if they're Turkish from the border, but then they lived in Greek, and like we'll just call ourselves Greek, but like their true nationality is like Turkish. Like if his actual identity is Turkey John from Trap Zone.
He could speak Turkish too because he spoke Turkish to that guy with the tattoos on his knees.
Yeah, that's right.
See, I wouldn't be surprised if he thought that far ahead. Like
maybe he's Bulgarian.
Huge drug kingpin.
I think he's really Greek and just said he'd pretend to be something else.
You wouldn't just pretend to be yourself though. That'd be too obvious. If I'm moving millions of dollars of cocaine around, and you gotta assume it's more than just America. Like,
I mean, maybe it's probably hard to run operations like that. Like, I don't think there's some international ring, but they're probably just like I said up here, so here, move around like hermit crabs. But the thing is that like for me too, the dude, the Greek, the top guy, grandpa, like if that's his life and that's his job, I understand he's probably giving money to his family, but like, damn, bro, like, where's the condos at? Like, where do you live in? Like, where's your fucking Ferrari? He's like, I show up to this diner every day, sit here, people talk to me. Like, he's so like old school, old world about it, where I'm like, if I'm making millions, if not billions in the drug trade, like, I'm trying to spend that fucking money. I got Marty laundering for me.
Baltimore for so long,
Yeah.
Like, it does seem like he'd have business everywhere. Yeah. Just wondering why he had a stint in Baltimore, but
Avon was doing the same shit where they're basically bringing in millions of dollars worth of drugs, and then we find out that someone above them, which is the Greek, but like it wasn't shit to them about the money. Like like this planet, this stuff's always gonna be there.
Yeah,
we'll see you in a week, Joe. Chill out. Like
that part's wild.
That's why I think it's more like global, because at that point, like if you don't care about one state and like there was like $15 million, you probably got a bigger empire than just the states.
But that's the thing is like Avon wouldn't care.
Avon would care if it was $15 million.
No, because Avon isn't about. We heard it. He's not about the business. Avon's about. He's about his stature and his pride and shit. Right. You know what I mean? Like when String was like, "Yo, our business is failing, and this is the way we do it." And Avon's like, "Yeah, but people won't respect us, and like we won't have that pride and like that power and shit." You know what I mean? But like Stringer would be like Stringer would be upset about losing a bunch of money, but he'd still also look at it as a business cost. I'm just saying, like for all of them, it seems like a lot of them. I know that the Greek said we're not doing this. He's like, everybody's in it for the money. He said that to Nikki like early on. He said, we're not doing this for the something. But like, it feels like they don't even spend the money. Like they don't live their lives. They got so much money and they just spend most of their time like accruing it and making it and like chopping people's faces off. And they're like,
Well, what if they're not the bigger bosses as we think? There might be another boss up there. We don't even know.
Eventually, it's just the Illuminati.
There's always a big fish.
Whoever's like sending it out of wherever he's getting it from, that's got to be the bigger boss. He's got way more.
Not really.
No.
Like
Could
I know
just
that Pablo was that dude, but like I feel like most suppliers are just like, I supply the drugs.
Yeah,
the
why
dude wouldn't be
why
shit without the suppliers. What I'm thinking.
Yeah, like the Greek was if he was the top dog, why the fuck would he be in Baltimore?
That's what I'm thinking.
Incognito.
Because Baltimore is where you can easily do the type of crime that he's.
You can get shit into. And he has links into the port, which if you think about links into the port, he's like, if we get it in the country, we can distribute it throughout the whole entire country.
That's the hardest part.
So what's up with these beads? Is this gonna come back in later seasons, or that's it? That's it.
I'd love a shot of like mid-season 3. You just see the beads coming
in.
They
they should be able to get a fingerprint from it.
Wink at me if the beads are gonna come.
I didn't look at him. Did he wink? Don't tell me, actually.
He blinked.
I did a blink, but I did one eye at a time. Don't rub my bald spot. It's gonna make it bolder. Oh no.
It's for good luck.
Sure. Oh, your hands are wet and hot. It feels like a crab. Where's the crab? What else? BC and Frank. She was kind of hurt by that.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what we can
BC?
That and Stringer and Prop Joe getting caught on camera.
Right. Just
now,
because
you got permission to make
all because of fucking Bubs. Bubs gets caught robbing an ambulance, topples the whole fucking drug.
I love Prop Joe's face in that when they shake. He's like,
I'm mad that Bubs is back to being just a dope head though. Like,
bro,
I had a lot of hope he would get out of that.
I thought he was gonna get out too, because after Kima risked her life for him.
After she
when did Kima risk her life for him?
Did she risk her life for him?
For Bubs?
No, she was gonna give him some money and then she ended up getting shot.
Yeah, she was about to help him get on his feet. He was ready to quit drugs, and then she got shot.
When I walked through
About Stringer and Avon, they
can.
That's
the whole is greater than the sum of their parts.
Yes.
They have to be together on the outside together, because one is business and one is the streets, and this whole back and forth shit, them not communicating forthright, is gonna be what topples their whole deal. Because they were the perfect balance, and now it's too much business, too bad.
It
too
seems
much
like
street,
business and then marketing publicity. Like he's just like, no, we gotta look this way, we gotta look strong. So that
But at the same time, it like also feels like Avon just can't let go of his own ego, which is like the only thing. Because I feel like if Stringer was just able to do his thing with Prop Joe, they would be able to work things out. But then you also don't know what other. Like, the two of them are maybe, like, business-oriented, but that's still 2 out of however many players there are.
Yeah.
But how, like, the street aspect, like, how much, like, street do you need? I feel like you would value the business more than the street.
There's different rules, man. Like, if Avon didn't interfere at all with Brother Mazzone, and they agreed to share, that would only have gotten them so far. You know, give you an inch, they take a mile. And, like, eventually, I don't know how the streets work, mind you. I'm not a drug kingpin. But I feel like that would have came to a head eventually. And Avon is there to try to keep it, like, keep the muscle down. You know what I mean?
So you know how, like, in regular capitalism, we have regulations to kind of keep people from becoming monopolies, right? Because, like, as...
Do we, though?
Like Robin Hood.
Yeah, well, yeah. But, like, as corporations get bigger and bigger and accrue more, Disney... they can start to become monopolies, right? And then once they're monopoly, they control and run everything. But in the drug game, there is no incentive to not do that. Like, in the drug game, if you can be a monopoly, motherfucker, be a monopoly. Yeah. Also, because we're already doing something illegal, I can kill whoever I want to. So, my end game is to get the most amount of territory and the most amount of money possible, because what the fuck is stopping me? Like, when is enough? Stringer and Avon literally have money they can't spend. Yeah. Even George Young, a true actual motherfucker who was bringing so much drugs into the country, homie had so much money he didn't know what to do with. So, like, what do you do at that point? Did I say George Young?
Yeah, no, it was George Young. He played George Young in Blue.
I get you. I get you on that. Like, you know, like creating a monopoly, right?
Yeah.
But if you're creating a monopoly in the streets, right, it'll be harder to maintain your monopoly in the streets. Because you're only one person. You can't be everywhere. But like that's why I feel like you need.
Well, it's like a regular monopoly too. Like you think.
Well, the regular monopoly,
it's not just one person at Disney. It's the Disney Corporation.
You have employees to take care of.
Just like it's not just Avon. It's the Barksdale gang.
That's the point.
Like,
yeah, you've got.
They're all there. They just want to accrue more. Like I'm dead serious. Like without a reason for them to stop. Why would they? Like what holds them back? Like the only thing that makes them stop is when they get called or somebody dies. Aside from that, like they would just keep going. Like why not?
So even with like Omar, when Butch was like, "You ever think about cutting back?" He was like, "Back to what?"
Right? Yeah, he's like,
what else does he know?
"This is just what I do." Like and it even goes same to everybody on the docks, where it's like, "You ever think about leaving the docks and getting a job somewhere else?" And they're like, "No, this is just what I do."
Like you really think we could leave YouTube after going like, go to a job interview, and be like, "This was my previous job."
It was kind of cool to see Belichick get a little sensitive over Frank. Misses him kind of thing. Now the truck is going to be a...
I think he misses that chase. I think he just misses a chase.
Also, I found it funny that he wants an apology from Perez too. He's like, tell him not make sure he writes letters to all the cops and tell him this is my daughter that I didn't punch him.
I have like no respect for him. Yeah. I just want him to fucking be suspended without pension or something. I was gonna say that I'm not sure if I understood correctly what happened after the FBI lady came back to the hall and told them to elect a new leader or they will be
shut down.
Yeah. And then, so I think that Ott took his own poster off, signaling that they should all vote for Sobotka, even though he died. Because they all knew that it was over. It's hopeless. So they just wanted to like elect Sobotka as like the last stevedore leader. Yeah. Out of like honor for him and also knowing that it's like just acknowledging that it's over.
Plus they were dying anyway and Frank knew that, so maybe it's another way to be like, fuck you guys. He knew why, like this is why he was doing all this.
Yeah. And they built the condos too, so like, or they were breaking ground on the condos. So like, that's it. Frank did all he could. He gave his fucking life for it. It's game over for them. There'd have been no point in electing Ott. Ott would have just struggled and tried, and with the fucking grain pier not coming and the dredging not happening and all those things that Frank fought for not going down, it was game over. So like, they're like, fuck it, shut it down. Those guys are all about to go work at Amazon.
So once they figured all that out, how much Frank was really, because Frank was doing a lot. Like, low key didn't like, kind of liked him, didn't like him because he had his dirt, but he was really doing a lot for other people.
Cared.
Like, wasn't just racking up money for himself. He was saving.
If you see how he lived, you never saw like every time he had money, he always went back to the bar and make sure everyone else was Gucci.
This moment where they figure out who the Greek actually is was, you guys are tense. You guys are tense as fuck.
Because if you're like, oh my god, that would have slipped.
Oh, and Nikki's like, it's him right there.
Yeah. The last thing I wanted to talk about was Herc and Carver.
Oh yeah.
Especially Carver, good for him because that is exactly what I would do. Like that is the amount of disrespect I will not tolerate. Like you don't even acknowledge my existence. I spent 2 days in a fucking car waiting for this guy.
Dude.
But
my life is limited. I have limited time on Earth, and I spent 2 days of my life in a fucking car.
Just smelling my partner's breath.
Literally.
Can you not forgive it if they're working this big case and saw something else going on? How
many people he has on his detail? Like what? Less under 20, right?
But yeah, and they also.
If I had under 20 people under me, I know where they all are.
Yeah, but they're all working the case. Like you wouldn't think about.
You're missing a different point, man.
They're watching the house of the dude who just came and turned himself in.
Okay.
So they could catch him to take him in.
And
they specifically,
they're always watching houses, man.
But hold on, they specifically, I don't think Herc's a sergeant yet, and even though Carver's a sergeant, Daniel says, if you're going to work my detail, you're not going to get treated like a sergeant because of the shit that you pulled last time when you were snitching on me to fucking, what's his head, Burrell the whole entire time. So he's like, I can't trust you. He's like, but I'm pulling you on because I caught you once, and you probably won't try to fuck me over again. Which, essentially at the end of this detail, they should have been able to treat Herc and Carver with more respect because they fucked up on the last one. They're like, we should have been able to, but... Fuzzy fucking Dunlap. Shout out to the homie Fuzzy Dunlap. They lied about the tennis ball thing and they had to make up a fucking fake CI named Fuzzy Dunlap. They stole money in the last season. And then this season, they missed fucking Spiro's leaving because they're fucking around with french fries. They don't even know that they fucked up there. Yeah. So they continue to like kind of fuck around and make mistakes and like no one takes it seriously so they don't act seriously. And I get why Daniels would have treated them like this. But at the end, I think that they should have been given a warm respect. But I mean, I understand why they're leaving. Also, what, you think I don't look like that? Look at me. Look at Daniels. Look at this.
When Nico turned himself in, right? When Nico turned himself in, it was Lester, 3 guys in that interrogation, right?
Yeah.
When Nico turned himself in. When someone turns himself in like that, you're all focused about getting the job done, right?
Yeah.
But you just don't think about everything else, like the person's out there working on a case.
I mean, it's twofold, but they don't respect them any other time either. Even when they have the time to respect them and pay attention to them, they don't.
They're always the gophers.
Yeah, I would be so done with the detail. Like, no.
Right. I don't know. I feel like if he goes anywhere else, it's not going to be as meaningful as being here.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like here you're so close, like getting a big fish, and you're just going to walk off.
Well, unfortunately, I know what's going to happen, and you guys don't. And that's not even a spoiler. I just generally know what's going to happen in the show.
It was crazy how the FBI figured out that like the mole was within the FBI himself and all like that. That was a good moment.
Damn, he even told he's like I tell you this, but like I didn't tell you this. Daniels was even like they were fucked, bro. They were all fucked from the gig. That's the other thing that kills me too. Is just when you're like, I gotta do this, I gotta fix this, and I try to make things better, but like they didn't even know. But they were fucked from the get go. They didn't even know if they'd have done.
Why were they fucked from the get go?
Because there was somebody working in the FBI. Like so, like they had all these like problems in their way. They would have had to physically had detain these guys, and still probably wouldn't have had enough information to keep them. And on top of that, neither one of them are who they say they are, where they say they're from, and they've got the means to just up and leave whenever they want to. So like, these dudes were like so on top of their game that like Baltimore's chasing them down, but they're essentially chasing ghosts. It's like fucked up. Like even if they would have just been like, we're gonna detain them and see what sticks, they would have got nothing.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know. It's just like the deck was stacked against them. At least with Avon and them, they were like, look, we're chasing them down. We're figuring it out. These guys are all local. We know who the head guy is. Like that case wraps up with them being able to essentially figure some things out. This one, actually, that case just wraps up with them stopping it for a little while. And the same with this case. It just wraps up with them stopping for a little while.
That's the, because the Greek, he definitely could have left at any time. And then in the end, they did. And they're still selling drugs to Prop Joe. So, like, he was in Baltimore just to micromanage. Like, he was just kind of there to chill.
I'm looking up something for season 3.
I love how like Sergey, is that his name, broke about the 14 women. He was like, it was fun.
Immediately. Like they were worried so much about Frank and Ziggy and all them. It's like your own dude crumbled like
I'm surprised he crumbled because there was no way for him to like get away with less than a death, like a
death penalty.
Not death penalty, but like life.
At least life in
prison. Yeah.
All right, season 3.
Because he said like I did not kill him. I promise. I was there. I watched. I did not kill that guy.
Right. You weren't in the back seat, buddy. Like you were out here.
Season 3, episode 4. I can't wait.
3x4. Stringers.
Avon kills Stringer.
I think Stringer kills Avon if anything.
Well, here's the fun part: is even if you could guess it, you wouldn't. You got no idea. It's just I'm excited.
I don't know about this.
It's the what's the guy's name? Arpatarpolis? Adrabartaro?
Aiden Gillen?
Asia, no, from Lost. Ojabaturo? Abaterno from Lost.
Richard Alpert?
Isn't that the name of the episode?
That's the name of the episode, yeah.
Yeah, Abaterno.
There's an Abaterno episode?
Not at all. I just want
fuck
to bring
you, dude.
It's like we're gonna get a flashback to Papa Barksdale.
I was like, what kind of? How far in this flashback are we going? Is my question.
Abaterno. It's as far back as Abaterno. We're gonna go back when Baltimore was just Leafs.
Bye, guys.
Hold on, is there anything else for season 2?
Ziggy's in jail.
Ziggy, yeah, we saw a little montage of Ziggy. That was super sad, man.
Life's continuing.
Damn, you feel sad for Ziggy?
I don't know, man. It just felt like he's like a product of like just like a bad fucking life.
Oh, so Ziggy gets a break with the motherfucking cat Bodie, though?
I didn't say that.
Bodie killed his best friend.
Yeah, Bodie got arrested. I say some shit too.
Was Wallace his best friend?
Handgun tank top.
Yeah, Wallace was his best friend.
Seems like Poop might be his best friend.
Both of them were his best friend.
That tank top was like in middle school. Like I'm fucking cool. I've got this tank top.
I'm hardcore.
Hot Topic, bro. But yeah, it goes on forever. Like
I'm wondering how Kima's gonna adopt to the child in the next project.
Oh yeah, Kima's home life is getting a little iffy.
Yeah.
So is Daniel's home life.
She can be divorced.
Oh yeah, we forgot about why is Daniel's and his wife not chill? Cool.
I remember.
He's continuing a job and she doesn't want him to do it or something like that.
Remember back when he was in the basement?
Yeah, but
she was like, they fucked you over, and she's like, they're just gonna fuck you over again. You're gonna go back, and he's like,
but like, was it like a hard no? It was like, do what you please, and I'm not happy.
There was
with
like
it,
a back-to-back
but we'd be cool.
montage with Kima and Daniels and both of their significant others just being like
shitty.
Yeah, but they both, because Kima's wife or whatever, they're coachy.
I mean, I don't know. If Kima was my girl, I'd probably have to break up with her. Straight up.
Yeah.
I'd be like, damn, you got shot and you have to pull your lung through your fucking back and put your ass back together. You're going back out there. I'd be like, I respect you and you're a badass, but I can't worry about your ass every day. I'm going to go find a woman who fucking works behind a desk.
Nah, I would draw a line at like, we had a conversation to go and have a baby. We went to in vitro. We went looking for a daddy juice.
Spent 10,000 years.
Daddy juice.
6 months into the pregnancy, you're like, nah.
Well, you didn't hit her. It didn't hit her. Like you didn't like that. Here, can I say something? So like the whole in vitro thing, like it's like it doesn't like. Vitro is like very like high possibility of working. Like everything has to hit right.
Yeah, you can
if
it works, you could have it. But like it's like a high triplets from it. But it has to work. Like it's not like a high possibility every time working.
Twist.
So it's not high possibility working every time. So for her, it's like let's give it a shot, just to make her feel happy. I just don't think
Pat,
it's gonna work.
That's the
thinking
most
she had
worst
a baby
thing ever.
Betting on it not working? Is that what you just said?
Well, usually don't work, and that's what you thought. And then
that is what he said.
Pat, I'm glad
I feel bad for your future wife.
I'm glad that you balanced the pie thing with this.
All right, that was excellent. That was just like
point out, Pat does say smart shit though. Remember, you weren't there for Expanse, but he pointed out why Marcos not have any tattoos.
And he pointed out
why doesn't Marco have tattoos?
Yeah, he's a belter, isn't he?
Oh yeah, because he's not about the belter life. He's a faker. He's not a real belter.
And he pointed out Monica Rambeau's sword necklace.
Damn, you did, Pat. We think you're smart. I don't know why we're all acting surprised. You got this little bitch.
I
That was
didn't
a
know.
smart
I
move.
said he is smart. I'm defending Pat.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Guys,
Nobody ever said that he wasn't smart.
Whose DNA did they use? I hope they used Daniel's. This man's got a 9-pack abs sitting there
right?
on
He's
the
got
phone.
even his belly button looks
Damn.
muscular. I'm not upset.
He's very cool.
I listen. You can fantasize about him, but you get Mr. Potato Head tonight.
Why do people always pick
It was mine.
celebrities for
It was
that?
Cash's hair.
Me and Brie had this conversation. Like, if
All
you could
right,
have sex with
hey,
one celebrity,
let's go. We gotta go. Everyone's back.
Hey,
Oh,
guys,
mine?
we enjoyed our
Too many.
Stevedore.
I'd pick a porn star.
We enjoyed our Stevedore drink.
I did not enjoy it.
It was the shit. I guess for next season, we're doing Hennessy.
Hennessy! Yes!
Hennessy.
Yes!
All right, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Bye.
All right, season 2 finale. This was a packed episode, a lot to talk about, so let's get to it. 2x12, The Wire. Let's talk about it. So we only get to see the aftermath of what happened to Frank. He was stabbed repeatedly. His throat was cut, and they weighed down his body. Even though we kind of knew what was going to happen to Frank, it's still really tragic and sad, and a little bit shocking still to see his body coming up out of the water. It's just heartbreaking to see everything that went down. It's really, I would say, Ziggy's... I'm not going to blame entirely Ziggy for it. I mean, it was a whole host of things, but every decision has a butterfly effect, and, you know, everything kind of led up to here. Even Nikki getting into selling heroin from the beginning of the season, being like, nah, man, I'm not touching that stuff. I'm trying to work straight to now, you know, being here, having sold heroin, having become a drug dealer. There's so many consequences bouncing around everywhere. Anyways, Muzone is still kicking, and obviously he knows what's up about Stringer, especially when Stringer was like, oh, who came after you? Brother Muzone really wasn't in this season for too long. It was just, we only saw him in like 3 episodes for like some fairly short instances. I feel like he's going to come back next season, because I remember there being a lot more of Brother Muzone, but maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know. It's been a long time since I saw the show. I definitely remembered him doing more because, you know, after all the mythology surrounding this person, he didn't really do much. So this was just a well-written episode because everything is just super connected. I mean, as every episode is, but the writing was just like especially strong. This episode, even with something like bringing Bubbles and Johnny back into it, how they get arrested for trying to rob the ambulance, which, like, dude, come on, what are you doing? But again, their addiction has gotten really bad. Bubbles' addiction has gotten super duper bad, which really sucks. We almost saw him get clean last season, but you know, it's addiction is an uphill battle. I mean, let's take addiction out of the equation. Let's just talk about developing good habits and trying to give up bad habits. Have you ever tried going to the gym and working out on a daily basis? Everybody's tried it. You know, some people manage to stick to it, but most people, they have stints of, you know, maybe they have a few good days where they're going to the gym and then they kind of fall back. Maybe they have a few good weeks. Maybe they have a few good months, and then we kind of regress back into our habits. So, and that's just us trying to go to the gym. Imagine becoming addicted to a drug and then trying to get off of that. So it's just a very realistic portrayal of their addiction. And I know their shenanigans are like kind of funny to watch, like, oh man, you're trying to rob an ambulance, but it's honestly it's sad because this human being is so taken by their addiction that they're not thinking about anything except like, how do I make money for my next fix? And so they'll go to crazy lengths as trying to rob a freaking ambulance. They ended up giving Kima and McNulty clues about the East Side West Side co-op happening in the towers, and that kind of weaves back into the story and maybe kind of sets up pieces for season 3. You know, once everybody finds out about what happened to Frank and Nick turns himself in, there's that big meeting with like the federal agents and Rawls and the people working the you know, Daniel's working the case. And once again, just like season 1, once shit hits the fan and it's time to like act, everyone comes together still only caring about their personal agendas. Like the federal people are only worried about decertifying the union. They don't give a shit about the case. Rawls only cares about clearing the murders. He doesn't give a shit about any other details because he's, after those 14 murders, he's got like 285 left to solve. if we're going by the same stats he gave last season. Daniels and Lester and everybody, they just want to keep continuing the case any way they can, and it's just another clusterfuck. Same soup reheated. Part of the fuck up here is also Valchek having jumped the gun on making all those arrests a couple of episodes ago, which is ironic that Valchek ended up fucking up this case because he learned about the Barksdale case earlier in the season from Przybylewski, and he learned that could have been a really big case, and it seemed like he understood the weight of that, except when it came to this case it could have been much bigger, but he didn't care about that. Everybody just cares about their personal agenda. It's nobody ever really working as a team on a big enough scale for it to matter. It's always like, a team of cops working here within a bigger unit, and their voices aren't loud enough to get through to everybody. But the FBI is incredibly efficient, man. I mean, if it wasn't for the FBI, I don't know if they would have ever solved this. I mean, the fact that they came in with all their resources and the technology, and we really got to see the difference between a federal funded law agency versus a state funded law agency, and they were able to figure out the container from the fake town of Le Havre, and they had a stakeout on that. And we got to see them showing off a lot of technologies, including, when they got the tapes from Philly and the VCR tapes, they were able to sift through them pretty quickly using computer programs. Efficiency is a double-edged sword because obviously Agent Koutras is a leak in the FBI for the criminals, for the Greeks. And if efficiency can make the jobs of good guys easier, it can make the jobs of bad guys easier too. So efficiency. So I think what's his name, Agent Fitzhugh kind of realized, oh man, I think the leak might have came from us. And obviously Koutras has moved on to counterterrorism now. So I don't know if that's like a promotion or if he was just like structured to work somewhere else, but. Bad guys tend to get away a lot on this show. By and large, I feel like the bad guys kind of got away. We had some wins, a lot of losses. It always feels like a push and pull. Nicky turns himself in, and we find out that Ziggy's deal was kind of locked in, and that the Greeks wouldn't really have been able to do anything about that situation, which makes Frank's thing even more tragic, because I feel like one of the biggest things that enticed him was the fact that the Greeks could have gotten Ziggy out of there, which was likely not going to happen. Oh, and we found out that the Greek isn't even Greek. It's just kind of the aftermath of the good guys trying to make whatever case they have left and the bad guys getting out of Dodge. One of my favorite scenes was the conversation between Prop Joe and Spiros when they're on the park bench, figuring out their next moves, and Prop Joe asks him, so where are you heading off to? And Spiros doesn't say anything. He just walks off camera, but the camera itself is panning over the city in the background, and right as Spiros walks off of camera, and you can see the Russian Orthodox Church way in the background, so maybe that's a visual cue of where he might end up. And Sergei was Russian. There were a lot of Russians in play. I feel like this was largely a Russian operation. That's what it feels like. But that was just a really good shot, just very good cinematography. I know I'm bouncing around a lot here, but the John Does coming into play, the dudes with the missing heads and the missing hands, and they were able to figure it out through the guy's tattoos, able to go to Philly and get those tapes and work with the FBI to find the right footage, and then they were able to get to Sergei, who rolled on everything quickly. Yeah, it's like criminals will bullshit the police as long as they can, but you can only play the game for so long, and Sergei had no moves left to play, and he's gonna go to death row, so the best thing he can do is roll at that point, because you're not getting out of prison. Like, you gotta accept in that moment that, oh shit, I'm in prison for life now. Fuck. And again, what is that loyalty to this life get him. It's a very high risk, high reward lifestyle. I guess for criminals, it's like, you know what? I'm going to do dirt, and that's going to give me a lot of money, women, power, sex, anything I want. I'm going to live in the moment, and when I get caught, I get caught. I don't know. Spiros and the Greek largely got away. You know, nothing really happened to them. I mean, now at least Kima and McNulty were able to figure out that, you know, Prop Joe was connected with the Greeks. So there's still some breadcrumbs to be followed upon, and maybe the Greeks will come back into the equation. But like, bad guys tend to get away a lot on this show because that's reality. These are very high level, sophisticated operations, and even when you catch them, they can get away. You know, Avon is certainly making the attempt to lower his time. Real world example, when they caught El Chapo, the man literally had people tunnel him out of prison. So like these high level people, they got ways around, or you know, they know how to navigate their way through and around the law. It's a very unflinching kind of realistic look at, you know, what might happen or what may have happened, because some of these cases and instances are based on real life things. I'm not sure how much of season 2 had that element. I know season 1, you know, a lot of the characters and stuff, like the whole Barksdale case was based on some real life stuff. I'm not sure how much of that carried over into season 2 though. Another really good scene was Omar talking to Butchie, and Omar just has his sights on Stringer Bell, and then the Stringer Bell and Avon scene when they're in the prison, and you can see, I mean, Stringer really fucked up a lot of shit, man. He tried to make some audibles, and you can't blame him because Avon wasn't listening. Yeah, he's okay with working with Prop Joe now, but had he just given that clearance earlier, I feel like Stringer would have been a lot more honest about the moves that he decided to make. I get why Stringer did what he did, but he really fucked shit up. Even though Avon doesn't really know about his betrayals, he can feel it, and you know, and that was the whole like us thing, that hesitation there. You can see some conflict rising there, and I mean, who's to blame? I mean, obviously Stringer, but I feel like he kind of did what he felt like he had to do. I can't blame the moves that he made, except killing Dee. That was fucked up. I kind of want to talk about the relationships in this show too. It seemed like Daniels and Marla had been sleeping in separate rooms, and then Kima and Cheryl, you know, when they're baby shopping, it doesn't seem like Kima's too hyped about this baby. I don't know if she really wants to be a parent. I don't know if she's ready for it, because she's obviously, I think she's a lot like McNulty. She's kind of married to the job. And so, you know, we've already seen McNulty and his wife, and that relationship has already been on the fritz for like a long time. That's like the aftermath of what happens when, you know, the job takes a toll on you. Although he cheated also, it wasn't just the job, but it was definitely part of it. So I feel like this show is also kind of a study of how people who are like very intense into their police work, how it kind of affects their home life also. And so McNulty and his wife are like the aftermath, and I feel like Daniels and Marla and Kima and Cheryl were kind of seeing like the beginnings of what it may turn into, or at least what it turned into for McNulty. So I thought those were kind of interesting parallels. Obviously there's problem in every household. Kind of towards the end of the episode, just a montage of just the fallout of everything. Nikki's looking at it was just a really good montage. Like the greenery, the apartments are going up. Clay Davis is there with the shovel, and he probably doesn't even remember who Frank is. I just really love how they ended with the shots of all of the collapsed industrial areas of Baltimore, all of the industrial areas that were once a booming city. Now it's just rotting away. It was just, meanwhile, it's this very like kind of happy-go-lucky kind of music going on. Same thing in the bar scene when everybody was kind of at the bar. It was a very celebratory atmosphere, but honestly, it was kind of bad news all around, you know. Like I said, it's a push and pull with these things. There were some wins. Obviously, you know, they cleared all the Jane Does plus the one John Doe, But the Greeks, the big players, ultimately got away. Frank is dead, so the case is dead. And it's like what B said, you know, like, well, you guys are just going to move on to something new and no one ever looks back. And that's just kind of the reality of things. The pieces are set for season 3, and I'm very excited about it. This was an awesome season. Way better on a second watch, definitely way better on a second watch. And shout out to Brown Pat too for the awesome insight about the pie tattoo on Nikki's neck, because I've been noticing it all season. I was also wondering what that was all about. So shout out to Brown Pat, show him some love in the comments for that insight. He's like, it just keeps going, man. Now, I had the same reaction Chris had. I had to pause and I was just like, oh my god, that was awesome. That was amazing. That was really good insight. So yeah, man, this has been really, really fun. Another amazing season. We're gonna move on to the next one. So hey, subscribe if you want to keep hanging out with us and watching these reactions. Hit the like button, hit the bell if you want to stay notified, and comment below. We love talking with you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Thanks for watching The Wire with the Normies. Check us out on Patreon for early access and uncut content. Special shout out to our super patrons, Kwasi, Sakif, Clayton, Harry MacFan, Explorin' Dylan, Dane, Mr. Momus, Joe, Yusuf, Kadim, ZJP, and Keyboard Junkie, and we'll see you all next time.